Lori, I wanted to start with you because when I say I know your work very well, I'm talking about Rad. Rad, the BMX biking movie. You're on the bike during the dance floor. I mean, I know that wasn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
you, but I was curious because I love seeing you in the show, in this role. Is it something that you were looking for, or did it find you?
It found me, and I couldn't be happier. I was thrilled to get a phone call saying that they were interested in me for a Dick Wolf show. Got to read the script. I was like, wow. I had to pinch myself because it's such a different character. Eriq was instrumental in bringing me on board, so I'm very thankful to him and to everyone at Dick Wolf. And then also instrumental in helping me find the character because I playing certain roles for so long. It took me a minute to get into my comfort zone to play Bishop, and Eriq was right there cheering me on and right beside me, helping me find her voice. And I would get there, I would tap into it a little bit, and he'd be, "That's it. Let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Let's don't be. You're unapologetic. You've got this." And then it all came together for me, and it was just a joy to be a part of such a wonderful show. I mean, the script is just amazing, and the way the show looks visually, and all the characters, it just has everything.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. This is amazing because we were cast 2 years ago. We wrapped in January of this year, and Brandon, said he said, "I feel like I've been sitting on the biggest secret of my life," and so we're just so thrilled that we finally get to share it. It's just been months of being like, we're sitting here very patiently, we're very, very excited, but we can't. And I think I was telling Tim about it too. I was like, at this point, it almost feels like I have a fake boyfriend, and nobody believes me. I'm like, he's great. Honestly, when you meet him, he's awesome. You will love him so much. And people are like, okay, yeah. Is he ever coming to town? So yeah, really grateful you all get to meet our
fake boyfriend.
Our fake boyfriend.
It's tough because like to Troian's point, it's like you're sitting on this thing that you're so proud of, but you can't really share it. And you're like, I promise it really exists, and just you have to trust me. And now being able to share it, and hopefully, audiences watch it, and when they watch it on January 9th, they connect with it. And I'm very proud of the show. I'm extremely proud of the people that we assembled to create the show. It was done with a lot of love, so I hope it's well received.
Dick Wolf, that's been kind of the dream. He's the king of network television, the king of longevity. I think Law and Order has 26, 28 seasons or wherever they're at right now. So much respect to them, and, it was kind of weird because I want to say I manifested this. I've always wanted to be on a Dick Wolf show. I always wanted to film and represent the West Coast. I always wanted to portray a good cop, so to speak, and not be on the other side of the interrogation table as some of my other shows. And so, all these things combined, when Tim Walsh and Elliot Wolf called me for the project, I was over the moon for it, and I couldn't be more grateful to be a part of this show.
You speak of the show looking great visually. So, Eriq, when I knew that you were a part of this, I was like, okay, he's an actor, he's a producer on this. And I didn't know until I popped in the pilot. So I'm watching the credits go by, but I was hoping, because I know that you've done this for your career, I was hoping you were going to be a director on it too. So you set the tone for this show. So how was it also just doing because Tim and Elliot also told me it's a bit experimental. You're doing your regular shots, and then that there's body cam shots and everything. So maybe something new for you as well.
Absolutely. And it took, I equate it to sort of making a nice stew. We had to add things, we had to take things out. We had to find how much of the body cam do we use, how much of the dash cam how much of this. So we had to, we shot a lot of stuff, not necessarily that we shot it multiple times, but we made sure we were covered. So in this pass, let's do the body cam pass. Okay, now take the body cam off. Now let's do this pass. So, and then we would have all of that footage. And then in the editing, we had to find it. We had to find, is it 20%, 30%? And we had to play with that. And yes, it was definitely experimental. And we had a lot of fun, but it was a little nervous, you know what I mean? Because you're cooking for some very discriminating people with discriminating tastes, and you want it to be right. So, but when we felt we had that sauce perfect, then we were just really happy. Yeah.